this video, I would like to share things that you need to consider if you're planning to have your nose. So, una, ano ba yung reason nyo bakit gusto nyong magpa-nose job? Well, in my case, first is that makes me happy. Yes, and talagang pinag-isipan ko ng matagal and talagang alam mo yun, hindi ako sigurado sa gagawin ko. But then, parang na-realize ko, since bata kasi ako, lagi akong sinasabihan ng pango, sa Ilocano, dulpak. So, habang nagdadalaga, so parang mas naging aware ka sa itsura mo. Of course, siguro influence na rin ng mga social media, but sa akin gusto kong gawin to dahil it will add up sa confidence ko, and as long as okay naman yung parents ko, my husband, well, at first they're not okay about my plan to have my nose done, kaso sa kakapilit ko, and I explained to them na magiging happy ako if ever, magagawa ko yung mga bagay na gusto ko, and I think naintindihan naman nila. But somehow, syempre andun pa rin yung kaba nila. Biro ko na lang sa husband ko, sabi ko, gusto ko pag nagbuntis ako, maganda ako.
Wow!
And alam ko din naman na kapag nagbubuntis, sinasabi nila na lalaki yung ilong mo and magmamanas ka. So, at least man lang maganda kung magbuntis. Whatever makes you happy, go for it, as long as wala ka namang nasasaktan, wala kang nababother. And, of course, kailangan din i-take mo whatever the risk. You need to save money for it. Make sure na meron ka pa rin, gagamitin for rainy days, emergency fund, and then hindi ka mangungutang. Hindi ka mangungutang sa pagpapaganda mo. Alam mo namang pinaghirapan mo yun, and kailangan reward din sa sarili mo. You need to trust the doctor kung sino man yung napili nyo. And for me, in my case, I did a lot of research, also yung background ng doctor and how long he's or she's been practicing yung rhinoplasty, and of course kailangan nyo ding makita yung mga previous client niya kung nagustuhan nyo yung mga gawa niya. And for me, I chose Dr. Eduardo Yap ng Bello. And he's been a rhinoplasty surgeon, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 25 years in practice. And nagustuhan ko talaga yung mga gawa niya kasi it looks really natural lang siya. Hindi siya sobrang OA na in a way na parang mukha ka ng avatar. Sorry, but I've seen a lot of rhinoplasty doctors na yung mga gawa nila is hindi swak sa panlasa ko, which is talagang sobrang halata siyang, alam mo yun, gawa. I did my research, and then actually I also watch YouTube, yung mga previous na gawa niya, tapos binablog din nila, and sobra kong nagustuhan yung mga result ng mga clients, naging clients ni Dr. Edya. Then do your own research talaga kung sino na yung gusto nyong doctor na gagawa ng ilong nyo. You need to consider your health, na healthy kayo, no underlying, disease. But before the surgery, meron naman kayong mga laboratory na kailangang isubmit, And additional to that is PCR test when I did my surgery. And then x-ray, kasama na rin yun. And then kailangan nyo din ng cardiopulmonary test, which is in-house na siya ng Bello. And then health condition wise talaga, dapat malakas yung immune system nyo to fight also infection din after ng rhinoplasty nyo. And then idagdag ko na rin dyan something to consider then yung mga healthy foods. If you're drinking alcohol, smoking, please quit mo yan or itigil mo muna at least a month before your surgery. And it depends pa rin, case to case basis naman yan. And just want to make sure then na healthy foods, like more on vegetables, fruits, para naman lumakas yung resistensya nyo. And of course, kailanganin nyo din yan after ng surgery nyo. And of course, don't forget, dapat hydrated kayo palagi. If you are OFW, you only have limited days in the Philippines, you need to schedule your consultation virtually. Like what I did, I scheduled mine, if I remember, last year, December 19, 2022. And the virtual consultation, it lasts, I think, nasa 30 to 45 minutes, which is in-explain ni Dr. Edya na kung ano yung mga procedure na gagawin. Ang mahirap lang kasi is hindi niya talaga, alam mo yun, makikita personally yung nose mo. But then, bago naman yung surgery ko that day, is meron pa akong parang second consultation and he explained it again. And then, of course, he checked my nose talaga kung ano yung mga kakailanganin gawin. And yeah, going back sa consultation, actually depende who's your doctor. Kapag sa Bello kayo, minsan talagang ang rhinoplasty daw is super book sila, at least mga 2 years pa. But then, ang chance nyo, if ever may mga cancellation, if ever may mga problema sa mga laboratories, medical nila, so yun yung chance na may squeeze kayo doon, ilalagay kayo sa date. But of course, parang small chances lang naman yun. And then also sa consultation, sasabihin din yung price ng rhinoplasty. But then again, it depends pa rin yan sa situation or sa gusto mong ipagawa sa ilong mo. Then later on, I will also give you the price at saka kung ano mga medications and mga labs, medical na kailangan bago yung surgery nyo. Here's my video sa consultation ko kay Dr. Eduardo yun. Ayun na nga, so at least ang sinasabi nila, if you are OFW, at least meron kang 3 weeks to 1 month na magstay sa Pilipinas. Kasi ang mangyayari, if you had your virtual consultation bago pa yung uwi mo, is the scheduling na lang ang problemahin mo. So kung meron ka ng fixed na schedule for surgery, I mean, so the first week, of course, ito yung healing process mo after your surgery. And then tatanggalin nila yung cast mo after a week. So Dr. Edya parang sinasuggest talaga na magstay muna, another week para i-observe mo if there's any problem or complications, kasi hindi pa naman siya totally lalabas like right after mong alisin yung cast. So I think it's better at least ilaan nyo yung 1 month if ever you're planning to have your nose done in the Philippines. You need to consider na i-ready mo yung sarili mo sa magiging resulta, whatever it is, in-expect mo man o hindi. You need to accept and be happy sa result. And then I think nag-change pa naman kasi siya. So based kay Dr. Yap, you can see the difference like at least mga 6 months to a year, and then I think yung fully recovery niya talaga is 2 years. Pero the first 3 months I think, or the first 6 months, magkaka-idea ka na ng itsura talaga. So ang pinakahuling swollen is dito sa may tip at alar, but you can see the idea yung sa bridge kasi if you face sideways parang sa mirror, sobra mong na-appreciate yung bago mong ilong, and that's only for me. And I cannot wait also how it looks like after a year or 2 years. For now pa kasi, going to my 3 months at this moment. So, tight pa rin siya. Discomfort, of course, hindi naman mawawala yun. And I think a little bit may swollen pa rin naman siya. Pero so far, so good naman sa recovery process. No infection so far. But then, ang worries ko lang is hindi pa kasi siya talaga fully healed. So, it's a long process pa siya. You need also to consider yung magiging sitwasyon pag bumalik kayo, kapag isa kayong OFW, bumalik kayo sa states or kung saan man po kayong lugar, is the weather. Well, based po kasi sa akin, we live here in Washington State, and when I got here, yung weather is medyo malamig pa siya. So, parang nag-adjust or hindi pa gaano ka-healed yung ilong ko kasi wala pa siyang 1 month when I got back here. So, ang nangyari, every 2 hours kailangan ko siyang sprayhan dahil sobrang dry, and yung feeling na super tight talaga. And then I think 2 weeks nagkaroon ako ng parang maliit na pimple na may pus nana inside, and I was so scared kasi alam mo yun, hindi ko pa na-establish yung magiging ENT doctor ko dito. So, nag-search ako sa YouTube, and then yung same case din ng sa akin that time na meron ng parang pimple sa loob ng ilong. Isang sinasabi parang nag-undergone siya ng another surgery, ganyan. So, parang oh my God, hindi ko alam kung ano yung gagawin ko that time. Pero, buti na lang at meron akong prescribed na antibiotic ni Dr. Edyab. Actually, binigyan niya ako ng 3 klaseng antibiotic for me to take home. So, para lang if ever I felt or may something na kakaiba or na-observe ko sa ilong ko, I need to start taking that antibiotic. And I started taking that one. Tapos, ayun, so far, okay naman. Naging okay na siya. So, I think talagang yung first 2 weeks ko ay talagang nag-adjust yung ilong ko. And of course, kailangan nyo pa rin something to consider is talagang yung everyday na kailangan mong linisin yung ilong mo and putting yung mga pang scar cream. And I will also make another video kung ano yung panlinis na ginagamit ko na prescribe ni Dr. Ed Yap. And making sure you have someone na mag-accompany sa'yo after your surgery because you really need that, and talagang groggy ka pa that time. And something to consider is yung mga laboratory, medical, x-ray, PCR test, kung saan mo ba gagawin. In my case, kasi some of my laboratory, pwede ko naman siyang gawin sa province, which is I did, but some of them, wala silang test, like yung PCR, kailangan kasi within 48 to 72 hours before your surgery. And then, ang wala pa is yung prothrombin time, APTT, so mga ganon. You also need to consider na magdala ng extra cash kasi meron kayong babayaran na cash lang, like for example yung cardiopulmonary test, and then yung gagamitin na mesh sa inyo, but I will tackle that pag sa mga prices na tayo. And another one is you need to consider yung mga medication nyo na gagamitin. And kapag OFW kayo, make sure na magdala kayo, bumili kayo ng extra. And this is very important. So, merong spray which is called Sterimar. I also have another video of it na bibigay ko lahat ng mga information about the Sterimar spray. So, going back, this spray is very important sa cleaning ng post-surgery nyo. Cleaning, and then it will also help you breathe clearly. And napakaganda nito. It really works sa case ko, or it really works sa ilong ko. Besides sa mga medication na kailangan yung bilhin, and to have extra kapag balik nyo sa mga country kung saan kayo, especially sa mga OFW natin. And then, kailangan nyo ding bumili ng Sterimar. So, yung Sterimar is the one na ina-advise, sinasuggest, piniprescribe ni Dr. Eduardo Yap na gamitin instead sa hydrogen peroxide. So, ang nangyari sa prescription ko, they include the hydrogen peroxide. Pero yung the day ng surgery, hindi nila sinuggest na gamitin ko yon. Ang isa sa sinuggest nila is itong Sterimar lang na gagamitin pang spray at pang linis. So, madali siyang magkaubusan sa Bello Green Hills. And then, thank you kay Ma'am Lore because every time na kailangan ko nang bumili or malapit na akong maubusan, mini-message ko lang siya to reserve me, and then pag balik ko doon, that's the time na pipikapin ko na lang. But of course, kailangan mong mag-pay and send it to their bank. And then, ang nangyari din is pagbalik ko dito sa state, naubusan ako ng Sterimar. So, I asked Ma'am Lore to buy me 20 pieces ng Sterimar bottle, and then I asked my friend to pick it up tapos ship it sa DHL LBC, but unfortunately hindi nagtatanggap ang mga courier natin dahil I think there's a problem or safety matter sa bottle ng Sterimar kasi pressured air siya. So, pwede siyang mag-cause ng flame, and ang daming hinahanap, like safety data sheets ng manufacturer, hindi naman mai-provide yun. Kaya nakahanap ako ng Sterimar sa Amazon, but it's more it's more expensive than the one in the Philippines. Kaya it's a must talaga na bumili kayo, mag-imbak kayo ng Sterimar. And kung kakailanganing mag-uwi kayo ng 20 pieces or even more than that, gawin nyo na. Kasi mahirapan kayong maghanap. And kung meron man sa mga online, it's more expensive than the ones na bibilihin mo sa Pilipinas. And it's really working well sa nose ko. And hindi siya yung gaya ng ibang spray na sobrang hapde pag spray mo siya. And in my case, feeling ko lang, ako lang to. So, in my case, para siyang mabilis na mag-heal yung mga stitches, mga suture inside my nose. And then, I can also use that one na pang-clean dito sa my outside area. So, yes. And then, one thing more, yung scar cream, you need to get extra of that. Kasi, it helps para mas madaling gumaling yung mga scar nyo outside kasi that's visible. Pero, hindi naman siya ganun kahalata. Kasi nga, dito naman siya sa may side by side. Another things to consider is if you are very active, sports, ano pa ba, like gym, lifting, basketball, any extraneous activities, kailangan mo munang i-sacrifice because it's better sa healing ng nose mo na hindi mo pagawin yung mga bagay-bagay na ganun. And additional to that is of course swimming. At least antayin mo, in my case kasi parang I think wala namang masama and hindi rin naman talaga ako, alam mo yun, ma-gym. Yoga pwede pa. Antayin nyo na at least 1 year. Payong kaibigan lang para naman hindi masira yung kagandahan ng ilong na pinagawa nyo. So yeah, so if you can avoid pa siya, better sa healing process nyo. You need to consider your time, extra time, para linisin yung ilong nyo everyday. So, ang ginagawa ko, I clean it in the morning and then before bedtime. Okay, so now let's move on to medications. So, yung mga gamot na binigay sa akin or prescribe sa akin, nakuha ko siya a day before my surgery. So, eto siya. Yan. And then also, I have a video kung ano tong mga medication na to, para saan to, at ilang beses mo silang iti-take in a day. So, just watch my next video. There's 2 medication na pwede mo nang bilhin sa Bello, which is yung Arnica. That's a pellet. Kailangan mo siyang i-take 4 times a day. For, I think, this is for pain and swollen, if I'm not mistaken. And then, mabibili mo na ito sa Bello. Tapos, yung isa is yung Fusidin cream nila, which is pang scar. For medications, ang mga kakailangan ninyo is co-amoxicillin. The second one, tranexamic acid. Number 3, etorecoxib. Number 4, meron tayong brompheniramine, which is for nasal congestion. Tapos, meron tayong Fusidin cream. And meron din tayong arnica. And then, yung hydrogen peroxide, ito yung napalitan sa Sterimar na gagamitin yung panglinis sa surgical site nyo. Okay, so now let's move on sa laboratories complete list na kakailanganin before your surgery. So, make sure na magsisend sa inyo yung doctor ng mga dapat tapusin, kompletuhin bago ang surgery nyo. So, ito yung list na yun. And, yung iba, pwede nyo na siyang gawin in advance. You need to double check sa doctor kung ilang days before the surgery na pwede nyo na siyang gawin. So, here's the list. Of course, andyan ang CBC, clotting time, bleeding time, blood type, prothrombin time, PTT, chest x-ray, ECG, FBS, kapag meron kang fast history ng diabetes, and then A1C, kailangan din, creatinine, kailangan din ng SGPT, SGOT, BUN, or BUN, potassium, sodium, urinalysis, RT-PCR, which is 72 hours dapat na validate siya before your surgery. And then, itong cardiopulmonary test is, ang gumawa nito sa akin, si Dr. Rodolfo Magbanwa. And ito yung in-house na doctor ng Bello. And I think hindi mo siya pwedeng kunin or kahit na meron kayong cardio specialist, kailangan mo siyang kunin sa Bello in-house na doctor. And kailangan mo din magpa-schedule just to make sure na good to go ka na, ready ka na for your rhinoplasty surgery. Okay, now, ito na yung pinakahihintay ng lahat, ang prices ng mga procedure, laboratories, medications, at kung ano pa. Ito na naman, I just want to remind all the viewers na itong mga prices na babanggitin ko is based ito sa consultation, and then based ito sa gagawin, kung anong procedure, kung anong surgery, kung anong kailangang i-fix dyan, at kung anong mga additional medications ang kakailanganin mo. So, this is a case-to-case basis. Depende rin dyan kapag meron ka pang mga further laboratories, mga further medical clearance na kakailanganin. So, ayun. And then, of course, kailangan mo ding i-add sa mga expenses mo yung mga transportation, of course. So, at least, para lang matrack nyo lahat and para magka-idea kayo kung magkano lahat ang kailangang ipunin para sa pagpapaganda. So, let's start sa mga expenses sa laboratories. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, yung ibang mga laboratory tests, I've done it sa province. So, I'm not sure kung mas cheaper ba siya or kung mas mahal, but I will give you an idea. So, ang ginawa sa akin sa province is yung CBC, chest x-ray, urinalysis, ECG, A1C, creatinine, BUN, potassium, sodium, and then I think that's it. So, it cost me 3,740. And then, yung result, nakuha ko siya ng hapon. So, I went to the clinic ng early morning around 8. And then, pinabalik ako ng 11 a.m. for my chest x-ray kasi there's an schedule lang siya. So, I'm lucky enough that day na nagawa ko siya in one day. And then, I got yung result ng hapon. Okay, so that's the partial ng laboratory test. And then, the rest of the tests, like yung prothrombin time, bleeding time, blood type, PTT, I think those are time sensitive kasi siya. And then, for some reason, hindi siya available nung ginawa ko siya sa province, yung ibang test. So, merong rini-refer or sinasuggest si Bello, I think partner ng Bello, itong FCI Laboratory and Medical Services. So, kapag si Ma'am Renz ang nag-schedule sa inyo, which is super stress-free, worry-free, kasi si Ma'am Renz na magdadirect yung result nyo kapag sa FCI laboratory kayo. And then, ang ginawa ko doon is yung clotting time, bleeding time, prothrombin time, PTT, and then yung RT-PCR test. So, ang nagastos ko dito ay 4,760 pesos. And then, yung result, i-email nila sa inyo, and then sila na rin bahala na mag-send over sa Bello. So, going back, yung result ko pala na mga laboratory sa province, dinala ko na siya with me kasi kakailanganin mo itong mga ito na isubmit bago yung surgery mo. So, ang worry ko naman dito is yung RT-PCR test ko kasi nag-result ito ng madaling araw the day ng surgery ko. And sobrang kaba ko kasi baka mamaya mag-positive ako tapos lahat ng pagod ko, lahat ng gastos, and then ang ending hindi rin matutuloy yung surgery. But thank God dahil na-send over na ito agad-agad sa Bello, nahuli pa nung pagka-check ko sa email kasi hindi naman ako nag-check ng email madalas nung nasa Pilipinas ako. And then Ma'am Renz message me na, "Ma'am, good to go ka na." So ayun, parang nabunutan ako ng tinik, and then ready na nga. Another expenses sa mga medical and laboratories nyo is the cardiopulmonary test. Bello in-house doctor ito. So, kapag si Dr. Eduardo Yap yung mag-rhino sa inyo, ang available na cardiopulmonologist nila is si Dr. Rodolfo Magbanwa, and I'm not sure kung sino pa yung ibang doctor na affiliated or available during your surgery. So, I did my cardiopulmonary a day before nung surgery. So, ang price naman ni cardiopulmonary test is 4,000 pesos. And take note, kailangan mong magbayad ng cash. 4,000 pesos na cash. So, our next expenses is medication. So, first, we have the arnica, And then the Fusidine, pwede mo na itong bilhin sa Belo. And the Arnica is worth 800 pesos. And then the Fusidine is 1,000 pesos. For medications, ang total ko dito is 2,379 and 50 cents. And this is case-to-case basis. So, based sa mga prescription na meron ako, ito yung price na total ko. But, hindi pa dito kasali yung mga additional na antibiotics na inuwi ko dito. And then, of course, yung Sterimar, masakit din yun sa bulsa kasi kailangan mong bumili ng madami. Yung one bottle, it lasts lang siya ng 4 to 5 days. We'll see, parang sabihin na nating 1 week din. This is only for the medications prescribed to me, and depende pa rin yun kung meron pa kayong mga ibang medications from the doctor na kakailanganin yung inumin or gamitin. And hindi pa dito kasali yung Sterimar na panlinis ng ilong. So, one bottle of Sterimar sa Belo is 550 pesos. And then, meron silang bagong Sterimar, which is, I think, nose hygiene. I'm not sure. Pero, yung new packaging nila is worth 650 pesos. So, 100 pesos more expensive than the old one. And then, I suggest na bumili kayo ng madami nito. Magpa-reserve na kayo kasi nagkakaubusan. And you need to add that sa expenses ninyo. And of course, nandito na tayo sa pinakahihintay ng lahat. Kung magkano nga ba ang magpailong? Kung magkano ba ang gagastusin, iipunin, pagtatrabahuan. So, ito na nga ang pinakahihintay ng lahat, kung magkano nga ba ang magpailong. Okay, so, let's start muna sa rhinoplasty. Okay, so rhinoplasty itself is 90,000 pesos. But of course, kailangan mong i-include yung VAT. Kaya ang total nito ay 105,300 pesos. Plus, ginamitan tayo ng Gore-Tex na nagkakahalaga ng 24,640. And then, of course, we need to add OR fee, which is 5,000 pesos. And then, kailangan mo ding mag-prepare ng 28,000 pesos na cash dahil ito ang gagamitin mong pambayad sa mesh na gagamitin nila sa iyo. So, we are looking in a total of 192,000 plus para ma-achieve natin ang ilong ni Pinocchio. Okay. So, kidding aside, ito po ay case-to-case basis again. So, it's better na you need to have your consultation to your doctor, and merong mga scenario na kailangan gawin, hindi kailangan gawin, and then yung total na binibigay ko ngayon is ito yung nagastos ko based sa ginawa sa akin. Every year, if I'm not mistaken, nag-iiba po yung mga prices, and lahat nga is nagmamahal na din ng mga bilihin. So, eto naman ay it's just an idea lang na sa mga gustong magpagawa ng ilong, and wala naman din pong masama kapag alam mo yun, kung gusto may paraan. So at least may idea ka kung magkano yung iipunin mo para lang ma-achieve natin yung ilong na maganda. To sum up this vlog, I just want to make sure that don't feel bad kung sinasabi ng iba is hindi na ako kontento, hindi na kontento sa bigay ng Panginoon, or hindi, wala naman dapat baguhin. But syempre ito ay kanya-kanya namang preference. Ika nga nila, it's your personal preference at kung saan ka masaya. And then kung may pera ka, why not, diba? As long as hindi mo inuutang, pinaghirapan mo naman siya. And ang pinaka-importante is gusto mo ang ginagawa mo, masaya ka, at alam mong ikakadagdag ito ng confidence mo. If you have any concerns or questions, please comment down below. So I will try my best to answer. And then please do watch my next video to my rhinoplasty journey. Thank you.